Communist robot.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
From Metro Detroit, this is HBL Radio Nation. It is, and I am Brian P. Gallagher.
And I'm Diane Russell. Welcome, lighters.
Welcome, lighters.
Welcome, one and all.
Yes, and Di, I have some exciting news.
Okay.
I am starting a new branch of this thing that we're doing, HBL Radio Nation. Are you ready?
Okay.
This is our marketing branch. I kicked it off with something that I think is going to be really
This is total
really
surprise
important.
to me. He
This
kept
is
us very quiet.
For the low price of $3,999.99.
Oh my God.
You can buy a pair of cotton loafers that are beautiful. Look at them. I mean, they're not just gold. They're gold on the front, silver on the back, frankincense, amber,
oh my
peanut,
God. Did you
and
literally
jelly.
spray paint a pair of shoes?
I did. Not just any shoes. These are used loafers, not just any used loafers. These are the loafers that I've worn over here every week for the last year and a half that we've been doing the show. I figure that we can all sign the left one. And then you can design some type of HBL that can be written on them as our, logo-y thing. That's, that's your
and
stuff.
we're gonna add your old shoes to the fucking paraphernalia
It's a
around here.
No, it's a single
It's
pair.
still
We're going to
sticky.
sell them off.
Look at you. It's still sticky
Well,
and wet.
It is. Well, that's because I just sprayed them out in your driveway. But
Oh,
think of
you
it this
asshole.
way. The marks that are there are going to be like forever. You're going to look at them and go, that's it. That's the day HBL Radio Nation was saved and we made millions on marketing. Huh? Huh? And it is a full pair. The other one's in there.
Oh, God. It's sticky.
So it's sticky. That's what
I can smell the spray paint now. All right.
I didn't have much time.
Dude, put them outside. Let them dry out.
They actually are dry, but the bottoms have a little
Goo on them.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That is
Fire back up.
hilarious.
But that is going to be for the first person that gives us $3,999.99. You get that pair, and it's the only pair. This is your chance to own a piece
of HBL Radio
of
Nation.
HBL Radio Nation. The HBL Radio Nation salute.
Oh, my God. That is so funny.
I figured that we needed to.
We needed to start that way because, it's been a hell of a week.
There's been ups and downs.
A lot of talk about the fucking shoes and not a lot of talk about Russian spies and embryos being children and a $500 million compromised what is it? Republican frontrunner.
Who knew the whistleblower was not only a Russian spy, but who knew he would be working for the Russians with a name like Smirnov?
Fucktard.
And
Honestly.
we've been paying that guy since 2010. As a matter of fact.
Oh, yeah.
Is there anyone? I know a
Make
lot of
sure a window is open, by the way. Those metallic paints will send you. Moon Girl.
Woo! Thank you.
She's on Twitch. Thanks, you guys, for hanging out. We got Spike and R, Brian Gallagher. Well, that's you, Brian Gallagher. Mad Mac, and Mark P, Paul Benzinski, and Adam Westish, and Kellahella, and Steve from Scotland.
Like, subscribe, and
And
like
Wizzy
I say,
Buff. We got Wizzy
send
Buff.
us $3,999.99, and you pay for the shipping separately, and we will send you these old shoes that have been chromed in the back and gold-plated in the front with completely fake gold-plated paint from the hardware store at about 11 o'clock last night.
You should have just asked me because I have some here.
I figured, yeah. I wanted it to be a surprise.
I know. I could tell you wanted it to be a surprise.
I was already surprised that you weren't like, wait, why do you need a Sharpie?
He asked for a Sharpie, and I don't ask questions.
She didn't ask questions at this point.
Yeah,
that's good.
Just hand him one. I'm like, this one might be better.
Yes, we can sign those when they fully dry.
Yeah. So.
And no, I didn't spray paint them in your parking lot. Parking lot. It is a parking lot out there. Come on.
It's the government of Putin now.
It is.
The GOP. It's not the grand old party. No. They gave that shit up long time ago now. It is the government of Putin.
They will all have oldie, and they will all watch Tucker Carlson from now on.
They will have oldie.
There will be one station. It will be Tucker talking about me.
Oh, my God. What a mess. I mean, you think about it. Last week, we had Tucker there, and then we had Trump say, oh, yeah, if the NATO doesn't pay up, then Putin can do whatever the fuck he wants. And then the next thing you know, we wake up on Friday.
And Putin's doing whatever the fuck he wants.
And murders fucking Navalny.
Yeah, and several others. There were several others who were outspoken against Putin who died of suicide.
On that day?
Right around the same couple of days, yeah. Yeah.
See, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah,
you know,
3 or 4 of
Navalny
them.
took
Yep.
all the headlines.
Yeah, he did.
But Bill Browder, who is the guy who did the Malinsky Act, and Russia, he's on Putin's hit list too. And oh, I saw that Alyosha. Yeah.
Oh, somebody wants the shoes?
No. Bill Browder said, let's make no mistake,
They're
Putin
gonna
assassinated Navalny. He did so because Navalny was brave enough to stand up to Putin. He did so because Navalny offered the Russian people an alternative to kleptocracy and repression. This is a tragic day for the Navalny family, but also Russia. And it like kind of
Absolutely.
killed their hopes. And this, whatever their excuse was, sudden death syndrome is what they called it. And they said, oh, he went out for a walk and collapsed, and they tried to revive him. And I was like, oh, really?
How many?
Wait.
How many fell
Hold
out
on.
of fell
Hold
out of
on.
windows
Pardon me.
after dying?
He's close to the fucking Arctic Circle. Who goes for a walk in fucking February in the fucking Arctic Circle? I mean,
He
did
was
they
walking
send him
polar
out
bear.
there?
He was walking his polar bear.
Did they send him out there in pajamas and slippers for 2 seconds? Because that would do it pretty quick.
That would be too much. Barefoot mostly,
No.
and the bear. Barefoot
It's
and
gross.
bear barefoot.
And for a while, we didn't know where his body was. And then his mother said she saw the body today, and she is not talking about the condition
Nope.
it was in.
Nope. And they're pressuring for a private, tiny little secret ceremony to bury him. And they don't want, press there. They don't want other people there. So I hope that family just brings in everybody they can.
Yeah.
Although it is dangerous, as Tony pointed out,
People were
beforehand,
getting arrested.
Whoever
for,
shows up is going to get hauled in. Yeah.
People were getting arrested just for putting a stack of flowers to, mourn his death.
Right.
And then they were all getting arrested.
Yeah.
And, we can expect this if Trump gets back in. He wants immunity. He wants ultimate power. This is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll be arresting protesters and...
He was before.
Yeah.
Remember the black vans? What happened with the people that went in the black vans? Do we know anything about that?
Well,
They were hauling a bunch of people around.
I think we do.
They were hauling a bunch of people away, and a bunch of people didn't get, wasn't really on the front page there.
Everyone!
Yes.
Yeah, Keith Olbermann said Alexei Navalny was murdered by Vladimir Putin. Trump, Tucker Carlson, Tommy Tuberville, and the other Russian whores loose in our land made it possible. It's time we held them accountable. And this is before we knew about the Russian spy stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and that's also, it makes it outlandish that he would have absolute immunity. It's just, it would permit him to just fucking go around murdering
By Russian
anybody.
spy, are you talking about the whistleblower, or are those two separate Russian spy entity things stories from the past week?
What?
The Russian spy that you were just referring to, who was that?
Smirnoff.
It was a whistleblower. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
And then, of course, we found out that his first criminal trial for the election fraud case in New York will go forward on March 25th. So he is trying to finagle his way out of that, and
After St. Patrick's Day.
so, and then we got the Judge Engoron's ruling in the civil fraud case, and it comes out to it's a $500 million.
Yeah. Now, you be Trump's lawyer and ask me being Judge Engoron, can they delay payment for it?
No. In fact, Fawny has already said, or not
no.
Fawny, Letitia has already said, oh, we're coming after the properties.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because they can.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
If he doesn't pay up.
Funny pissed.
So he's banned from getting loans. You guys know the details. I don't have to hash it out. Everybody here pretty much knows. And then the New York judge also rules he can't, participate in business for 3 years. And people are like, 3 years. Yeah, 3 years for Donald Trump when everything goes through New York, and every bank in the world pretty much goes through New York, so
Yeah.
he can't get a loan. There's no way he's going to be able to put the money up for appeal because he's got to put that money up plus the interest that he's already...
He'll find donor money for sure.
Well,
But I love the fact that we have so many people out there who are saying that they're going to boycott. We're going to stop underwriting in New York as of today. I'm not the truckers who are saying I'm not going to do business with New York.
They all showed up.
It's like, now, wait a minute. You are going to cut off the second largest GDP in the United States and probably your biggest customers and your best paying customers. You're going to cut them all off because of this. The truckers who said that they were going to stop it, within a day, recanted.
Yep, and went in and delivered their shit like
because
normal.
they were told to recant because somebody called them up and said, yeah, hey, you ain't doing that. You ain't talking about New York like that. You ain't stopping nothing, pal, okay?
Yeah.
We got stuff coming in with that concrete that you're pulling in, so you keep it moving, huh? All right, this one talks to the fish. The other ones, they go. Sleep
Now,
with the fish.
come on. You can't... Don't fuck with New York, first of all.
Get
It's
the
like-
fuck out of here.
Yeah. What's with the space lasers?
Hit it with the space lasers.
Hit it with the
fucking space lasers.
Yeah.
Michael Rappaport is just so awesome when he gets pissed
Blast her with the fucking
Blast
space
her.
lasers!
Blast her
Yeah.
with the space laser.
Filthy, infected animal!
So, yeah, the that trial is going to go forward March 25th, and you can expect the same kind of treatment that Fonnie Willis and Tish James and any other prosecutor or judge or anything else will be attacked, and there will be more death threats. It's funny how
They've all had to go
Judge
into
Luz
hiding.
Cannon hasn't had any.
She's still shopping at Aldi in Moscow.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
she
She can walk down the street anywhere. Yeah.
it's hard to
You know why? Kyle Rittenhouse is walking right behind
it's
her.
hard to prosecute the guy you got your job from. Solely. Because you were totally unqualified, and if it wasn't for him, she would not be there at all.
Oh, yeah.
So.
I will get my money, you cocksucking bastardo!
Yeah, oh, he's been quietly selling all his properties. Like, he's got property in L.A. that he sold, and a little here and a little there, and he's been... So he is tapping into some of his financial resources and quietly selling them off. But also, we have to remember, like, Bedminster and the golf course in Scotland,
Mm-hmm.
they lose money, and he's constantly having to put money in them to keep them open.
Yeah, like the casino, the casinos that he had. He had to constantly put money into those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even Michael Cohen said that he personally witnessed Donald Trump filing for bankruptcy 5 times, but I think there's also a 6th. So if he does it again, it'll be a 7th. But guess what? He keeps claiming he's a billionaire and he's got all this property. And if you have all that property, you can't claim you're bankrupt.
And the new scheme that he has going is he's trying to put his daughter-in-law in charge of the RNC so that she can
suck out
control
all the money there.
the money and the finances. And she's already said that she's all for having the RNC, the Republican National Committee, pay for all of Trump's
she'll capitulate, and
legal
give all
fees,
the money,
legal fees or fines that he's charged. I'm not certain
like,
which one they can push
all
off.
the
Legal
Republicans
fees, maybe.
are okay using their money, spending it on his legal fees.
I think the vote is going to go a different way when they put that up for a vote. But who knows? I mean, we've seen how they listen to their own people when they vote. The nays, the yays, yay! The nays have it.
Yeah.
I mean, just ridiculous.
So ridiculous.
Just right in your face. I'm stealing this from you.
Yeah.
Communist robots.
It's blatant, obvious, out there in the open. I hope that people who are too busy with their everyday lives, and I know there's people out there who's like, I'm too busy to pay attention to politics. Yeah, because if you don't pay attention to the shitholes of fucking news the way it's coming at us now, you all of a sudden tune in and you have no idea what they're talking about, because the people who do keep up with this already know the majority of what you're talking about. And then just like, I don't have to go through
the shitberg by just seeing the bit
I don't have to go through the
out
details
of the toilet.
of, the money that needs to go out, because everybody's heard it by now. This happened last Friday. So if you haven't heard it by now, then you're living under a rock, and that's kind of the people that I'm talking about. Those are the people that I'm talking about.
Bliss.
How can you not know what the fuck is going on right now?
Because they don't want to know. Because they just want to know, are the 7-Eleven Slurpees on special? That's all they want to know. What they want to know is, can they get the Shamrock Shake in their own special bucket? What they want to know is, can they stuff their face with, 4 quarter pounders in a row?
You're a goddamn disgrace!
Think about American food when it comes down to it.
Yeah. Well, another thing to just add, just to top that off, Trump owes $500 million. Elon Musk paid $25 billion in fines. Alex Jones owes $1.1 billion in fines. Fox, $787 million, and Rudy, $150 million.
They voted to sell off, or they sued to
funny
sell
all
off
these
Alex
people
Jones's
who are talking
properties
shit
and
about
shit.
Joe Biden owe money because of false and defamating and fucking. I don't even know all the shit. Why? I mean, and saying the biggest tragedies, the Sandy Hook parents were actors, for fuck's sake.
Crisis actors, yeah.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah.
And he won't pay up because he files for bankruptcy, but he still can do his
They
show.
just sued him, and I don't know if they just filed the suit or if they just settled the suit where they are allowed to sell, bits of his estate. They're allowed to sell his property, essentially. And I believe that either happened, or they either filed for that, or that happened. Let me check on that.
Confiscate his shit.
Yeah.
How
That
many
is
cars?
a serious piece of shit.
How many fucking
That's
cars?
Harvey
How
Weinstein
many fucking...
Jr. is what that douche nozzle looks like, huh?
Who? Alex Jones?
Alex Jones,
Yeah. And how much money does he make off hawking his dick pills? And how much, he's like filing for bankruptcy. Well, you can't file for bankruptcy if you've got millions of dollars in real estate and cars and fucking all sorts of fucking assets. Can't do it. How Donald Trump was allowed to do it all those times, it still baffles me. So, I don't know. It's just...
Alex Jones' estate liquidation gets Sandy Hook family's vote, is what this is. So I think it's part of the finalization of his court proceedings. And they're going
What's his
to be...
estate worth?
I don't know. Let me see if I can...
I mean, that would...
This would wrap up his bankruptcy proceedings, because when he filed for bankruptcy, they're debtors, so they had to come to the proceeding. So they've been going to the proceeding.
Okay.
And they're agreeing to liquidate his estate to get what they need, and I believe what they're...
Does he still live there? Does he need to be evicted?
That would be great, but I don't think
Two
so.
different kinds of bankruptcies. Yeah, isn't it? Chapter 11 and Chapter 13?
Yes.
I know that that's what they're called, but I don't...
1.5 billion is what he wants. Well, Chapter 13 is personal. Chapter 11 is... or Chapter 11 is personal. Chapter 13 is...
business.
1.5 billion in defamation.
You are a disgusting lawyer, period.
100% in favor of a Chapter 11 plan that would methodically liquidate and redistribute his property and cash.
You're fucked.
Well...
I'm looking to see. His media empire was going to be paying at least $5.5 million a year over 10 years. But yeah, they voted instead. No.
No.
Sell your shit and give us our money.
Yeah. Fuck
Douche
you.
nozzle.
Fuck you for
Dude, you look
calling
like a
us
piece
crisis
of gum
actors
fell
when we
into a
lost our
pile of
children.
fucking pubes.
You fucking asshole. Oh my god. I really like. No, this week has been really fucking triggering. When we watched Fani Willis on the stand, women around the country were enraged for Donald Trump's hour-long phone call to Brad Raffensperger in Georgia to overturn the election. And somehow, Fani is on the stand talking about how she needs to keep a little cash on herself. And by the way, every woman here knows what that is. It's not just black women who do this. All women do this. I was taught to do this. Never go out without any fucking money in your pocket, even if it's just a quarter back in the day to make a phone call from a payphone, you know? So, before cell phones, you know, my parents were always like, have money on you. Here. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're going out here. You know, make sure you have change to make a phone call if you need me. And that was, you know, that was back in the day.
You're going out, take some money and pass off, will you?
Yeah.
That's what I got.
Yeah. Take some money and, you know, get into a payphone, and if you need us, we'll come get you no matter what.
Bring me some fucking beer back, will you? Well, you're fucking 14, aren't you? You should be able to.
Yeah, so why should Fani Willis be disqualified because she was once dated the prosecutor, yet Eileen Cannon shouldn't be disqualified because she got her job from the defendant?
Eileen Cannon should be disqualified on
because she got her
everything.
job from the defendant.
Yeah.
Fucking Democrat.
That's bullshit. I already said many arrests have been happening throughout Russia after people came out to mourn Navalny's murder by the Kremlin regime. There's a big video. There's been videos
with Navalny's wife.
Yeah.
And,
what's
daughter.
her name again?
I don't have it in front of me. I couldn't say it without reading it.
Yeah, it starts with a Y. I can't remember her first name. And
she's not gonna go away. I mean, you can see the pure conviction in her eyes. The man she loved was not only
she's gonna pick up his torch.
Killed.
I feel like she's picking up his torch, and she's gonna be the new, you know, Alexei.
Yeah, you got to get her out of there to, you know, really be able to take him on. You can't take on Putin inside Russia. You just can't.
I fear for her. I fear for the brother. They were going after the brother. Mm-hmm. They arrested a Wall Street journalist, yeah, and a ballerina that has dual citizenship in L.A. She lives in L.A. So they basically kidnapped them.
Oh, yeah.
To use them as leverage.
KGB's been doing
pawns.
this all along. I mean, in the late 20s, early 30s, right around there. Not Tesla. Who was the other one? Thurman. Igor Thurman was, he was in his apartment with his wife. KGB kicked the door open, walked in, grabbed him. He was never seen again.
Yeah.
The inventor of the theremin musical instrument, brilliant electrician, did all kinds of brilliant, amazing inventions, some great stuff. He was given all kinds of awards here. He was on, you know, all kinds of the paths to success. KGB literally kicks in the door in New York City.
Yeah.
This isn't he wasn't in Russia. He was here and KGB kicked it in and got him. They've been doing this forever.
And they do it around in other countries around the world.
Of course.
And by the way, Mad Mac, yeah, my grandma would always call it Mad Money. Here, take some Mad Money. You need it just in case. So now we get to the speaker con and Trump being booed off stage, and he was supposed to do a 45-minute speech, and he lasted 7 minutes. And
Yes.
it was great.
Yes, and our shoes are much better. Used
He also started a new
loafers.
what's it called?
Gold.
Victory 47 perfume.
Mm.
He also launched that along with his
Next week,
gold
I'll be
shoes.
showing the HBL Radio Nation perfume. It's in the testing phases right now.
Associate yourself with that cause, asshole.
Could you see that you lifted up a beer can? I don't know if you could see it. Okay, yeah, I guess you could. So now we get to
I really did it that time, James.
special counsel
It's gonna be a fun
charges.
drive home.
FBI informant with lying to the FBI regarding Hunter Biden and Joe Biden's criminal horseshit. Yeah, Alexander Smirnov faces 25 years in prison behind GOP impeachment inquiry of Joe, and it all blows up in their face. Unbelievable because it's all lies.
Yeah.
And the second major witness of their fabricating it, and the first one was a Chinese spy. Do you remember the first one was a Chinese spy?
Yeah.
And they had to discredit that fucko too?
But the greatest part about this whole thing to me is that means Marge Taylor Greene showed Hunter Biden's dick pic all over the Congress floor, had it blown up and everything for absolutely no valid reason now.
Now a warning.
That's so beautiful.
What do you think Hunter Biden's attorneys are doing
Oh
tonight?
my God,
Other
I
than
swear to
drinking
God,
lots
I
of
have it
champagne
written down in
and
my
smoking
notes.
cigars on a giant pile of cash.
Yeah. I have it written down later in my notes. This is only on page 4, but I'll tell you what.
Oh.
I have it written. Hunter Biden has the biggest defamation lawsuit on his fucking hands. He can go after Hannity, MTG, Comer, Jordan. I don't know. There's so many other ones. Ted Cruz.
I don't remember.
I don't recall.
I don't recall.
47 is also represents the memory points, or I would say IQ points.
Nice.
Elio, I would say IQ. Oh my God, memory points. All right, Sherry Jacobs. Just to put this in a little bit of a timeline, all right? So on July 31st, 2019, Trump has a private
Paint fumes.
meeting with Putin. On August 3rd, 2019, just 3 days after his private meeting with Putin, Trump issues a request for a list of top U.S. spies. By 2021, the CIA reports an unusually high number of their assets are being captured and or being murdered. During the search at Mar-a-Lago, the FBI found more documents with lists of U.S. informants on them. I'm telling you, he's been selling our fucking national security information. I have no freaking doubt in my mind. I honestly don't.
How can anyone have any doubt in their fucking mind when Kid Rock, the little brother of crack and meth, is the one who told us over and over again, dude, he showed me the shit. He showed me the maps. He showed me what we have. He showed me this.
He's like, dude,
Look at
should
this.
I even
This
be
is the
like
design of a
seeing
submarine. Can you believe this? Look, this is our latest submarine. Isn't this insane?
Dude, should I like be seeing this?
I'm in control of all these. That's the whole reason why you would show people, though, so that he could say at the end of it, I'm in control of these, you know.
Yeah.
People call me sir. Everyone calls me sir.
Think I'm gonna barf.
Yeah.
So as I said already, Russia has kidnapped the Wall Street journalist, and wants to murder Navalny's brother and wife. And Elon Musk blocked Navalny's wife off Twitter yesterday, but
because
was
he's a
reinstalled
South African
after
racist douchebag.
worldwide pushback, and also the American ballerina because she donated $50 to a pro-Ukrainian thing, for the war, and was in the And then also, I think it went under the radar. Russia's also saying they want to nuke London. I don't think it even broke through the Navalny news.
No, and Putin was on the bomber that the new nuclear bomber that they have. That's supposed to be a stealth nuclear bomber.
Oh, great.
So that has a range that could reach anywhere in the world, really, with refueling.
Can you imagine? I just can't imagine. This is insane. We are like living through the. It's been what 8-9 years of pure fucking insanity. No, 9 years since he came down the escalator. Just.
I'd push it further back.
I mean, I do too, but
I'd go all the way back to Reagan.
I do too.
Yeah.
The fuckery's been going on since then.
The Tea Party,
but
teabagging
better
horse
dead
shit.
than red was Reagan's slogan.
That's
And
true.
they
twisted
were
that.
so
Yeah.
against
the
the
Tea Party
Russians.
twisted that.
And now all of a sudden everybody's licking Putin's balls. I don't get it. It's all money. And what, they think oil money in Russia is going to last forever? Oil is out, bitch. Oil is over. The next generation doesn't want to see engines that what do they call them? Combustion engines?
Internal combustion engine.
Yeah. They don't want to see that shit any fucking
It's
more.
over.
It is over.
Yeah.
The younger kids in this world are like, no. You guys have fucked up long enough, motherfuckers.
You know what I love is the older folk who, especially the older MAGA folk, who are like, I ain't driving no damn like electric car. That's stupid. I might get one of them hybrids because when the electric breaks, I still got like the gas motor to move it. But that's not how it works. It's an electric car that happens to have a really tiny generator inside of it that runs on a tank of gas. And that's what a hybrid really is nowadays. Yeah. It's still an electric car. You just have a little bit further range because you happen to be carrying a generator with you inside, built into the systems. If you really are worried about the range, who the fuck drives more than 350 miles a day? My da actually bought into this whole horse shit. And he goes, well, I couldn't take it down to Florida now, could I? And I'm like, well, you wouldn't fucking want to. Why don't you get on a fucking plane? Why are you driving for 2 fucking days? What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You know, you want this is supposed to be your everyday driver taking you around, and if you want to go down to Florida, fucking
Going
take
to the
mass
grocery
transportation.
store and back. You're going to the post office. You're getting
You're going
your
to work
kids
and
to
back.
school. You're going to work and back.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are you going?
Yeah.
Most people don't drive that much every day.
Yeah, you don't
Unless
need
they have
to,
massive commutes.
and then I have to wait that long for it to charge. Again, if you're not going 350 miles or more in a day,
What the fuck do you care?
you don't need to. You can drip charge it at your home overnight when the charges are less.
Oil is over. Everybody wants to be done with it. We know it's fucking up our environment. But all these motherfucking Republicans are going to sell out themselves
Windmills.
for
Solar. We've proven it. It works.
I know, honey. I know.
Keep moving
My
towards
point
that.
is that Republicans are taking Russian money. We know this.
Yeah.
It's been proven all over there's a mountain of fucking evidence that Republicans are controlled by Russian money.
Yeah.
How did this just like all of a sudden just switch over? Oh, we're the party of Reagan. Now it's Russia.
And Russia's all polluted, all fucking hell.
Every time Donald Trump said, Russia, it's a hoax. Yeah. No, we should be saying that every fucking day from now on.
Is
Russia, Republicans.
Is Jim Jordan the Beavis to him and Matt Gaetz being Beavis and Butthead there?
I don't
Is Jim
fucking
Jordan
care,
gonna
dude.
go? Is Jim
No.
Jordan gonna be pulled up on
I
charges?
know you're trying to make a joke, and it's just not going to land.
I did there
this
before.
shit is too
but
fucking serious.
is Jim Jordan gonna be brought up on charges? That's my question.
I fucking certainly hope so. You
Well,
know,
what have they been saying?
Well, this is what I heard, is that it looks like Special Counsel Jack Smith is close to indicting over 200 GOP members of Congress who assisted Trump in conspiring to overturn the presidential election and overthrow the government.
I'm talking just about the whistleblower thing. The whistleblower thing with him bringing that
Well,
guy
that's what
forward
I'm
without
saying.
vetting him.
This
Is he
has
going to be brought on charges?
exposed them all. They fucking knew. Bill Barr buried this shit, man. He buried this shit in the fucking Mueller report. We still haven't seen the Mueller report. It's fucking... How many fucking years now we haven't seen the unredacted full version of the fucking Mueller report? And okay, let me just go on because
Tucker has all the January 6th footage still.
Where is it? Yeah. Jim Jordan, Chuck Grassley, and James Comer either duped by Smirnoff and the Kremlin or they were in on it.
Either
Their communication should be subpoenaed by the DOJ tonight.
Without vetting something towards an impeachment inquiry, they really need to be brought up on charges for that.
Putin knew it would be easier to invade Ukraine if they invaded the GOP first. And that's exactly what he did.
Look at all the GOP constantly talking about how, what's Putin ever done bad to me? Well, he's threatened us over and over with nuclear war. How about that?
It's all Russian disinformation. We told you so. I'm going to say, we told you so. Nobody fucking listened. They called us all fucking crazy. The arrest of Alexander Smirnov has collapsed the conspiracy of the Biden crime family and the China money. And David Weiss proved it because he's a fucking idiot. And Bill Barr buried it. And then the motherfucker was released pending trial from a fucking Trump-appointed judge.
So now that we have all this out.
Now this Smirnoff asshole's still on the fucking street.
Yeah.
And he's got $6 million and an Israeli fucking passport.
And I really think that is really part of the reason why those assholes should be brought up on charges, especially Jim Jordan. Jordan and James Comer should be brought up on charges on that particular aspect because they brought a whistleblower forward that they either knew.
Marjorie Taylor Greene showing dick pics on the floor is absolutely a fucking... First of all, it's not allowed. Second of all, it's all part of the fucking goddamn disinformation campaign.
Yeah. Oh, that's why I was saying before that his Hunter Biden's attorneys are going to be suing the shit out of Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Comer should resign for conspiring with the Kremlin. Absolutely.
Comer should resign for not vetting his fucking people to the public.
They knew it, though. That's the thing.
But the thing is that they knew
Brian,
it, so they're going to be brought on charges.
They knew it. Since Bill Barr, they fucking knew it.
Yeah,
Bill Barr is a cover-up king. He's been covering up this shit for fucking decades. For all the fucking Republicans and all their fucking crimes, including Jeffrey Epstein and his daddy being Chester the molester of the fucking girls' school. So you tell me how long Bill Barr has been deep into this shit. I want Bill Barr fucking arrested immediately.
Put him on the list.
No releasing these motherfuckers pending trial anymore. None of them.
Now you're talking about a basic...
Bannon.
Yeah?
That's basic shit. Traitor to our fucking country should not be able to fucking post bond and just walk out of the fucking jail. No, you sit there pending trial. That might make them fucking flip on Trump. It's the only way they flip them on Trump.
It's an extremist
You put
look at it,
Wiseman
but yeah.
in fucking prison, and guess what? He still won't flip on Trump. But he was in deep with Trump's daddy, so he knows where all the bodies are buried.
He knows where the videotapes are.
For fuck's sake.
He had the videotapes converted to DVD, probably.
Yeah, Russia successfully used Grassley, Comer, Fox News, and others to damage Joe Biden with their fake info. Smirnoff told feds, quote, officials associated with Russian intelligence, unquote, were involved in passing a story about Hunter Biden.
So
how about Hal
Comer
Sparks?
and
Hal Sparks, for months, for years now, he has been saying Hunter Biden laptop story is a bunch of horseshit. Have you ever seen a picture of it?
We
Do you
said
know
that
what it
before any of
looks
this,
like?
yeah.
How come it's like a laptop and then it's a fucking hard drive? They don't know if it's a hard drive or a laptop.
And Tucker Carlson lost it in the mail, remember?
And everything on it was
That was the
like,
thing.
oh, you get your Bed Bath and Beyond fucking, monthly coupon. Those are all real.
If the beret
And
wearing
then-
guy really did get that
That's
stuff
why the
off
FBI
of that
looked at it
laptop,
and said, this is a horse of
illegal.
shit. It's fucking Russian disinfo.
it's against data privacy laws for that guy to have been pulling that shit off of the laptop if it were real. But the fact of the matter is that we now know it wasn't real. None of the shit they're talking about is real. The dick pics
and by
they
the
got
way-
a hold of probably were on there, so that guy will probably face charges as well as Marge for showing
Yeah,
them.
but those were on a cell phone. They weren't on
They
the
were on the
laptop.
cell phone, not on the
Yep.
laptop?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
well.
yeah. So a judge demands to know where Giuliani's getting the money to pay his fucking legal bills because all of a sudden he's getting this influx of money, and that's just a little
Wait a
side
minute, he
note.
just started a GoFundMe last week.
No, that's Trump.
No, Giuliani started a
I don't
GoFundMe
know.
last week.
I don't know, but all I know is GoFundMe. You can't start GoFundMe to fund fucking crimes.
I know. Well, I think it was...
Son of a
let me see.
bitch.
It was for his
So-
legal fees, so let's see.
The biggest story in the world today should be that Bill Barr killed the investigation into Trump's conspiring with Russia to win the 2016 election. Then immediately began conspiring with a Russian asset to win the 2020 election. And Republicans picked up where he left off to rig the 2024 election. And Jim Jordan says, oh, it is what it is, and it doesn't change the fundamental facts. Oh, for fuck's sake. Give me a fucking break. Your whole fucking argument has been just blown up in your face, and you're just like, oh, it is what it is, and it doesn't change the fundamental facts. Well, yeah, Jimmy.
Giuliani has a bunch of GoFundMes.
Really?
He has a GoFundMe to pay for women who sued him. He has a GoFundMe for donate to his mother's medical bills, donate to his medical bills, donate to a memorial fund to his late wife.
Jesus.
Yeah.
What a fucking...
Donate to Casey Giuliani Memorial, and you get a percentage on it.
That's kind of fucking disturbing.
It's really disturbing. Yeah, he has all kinds of
Russians can just fucking
GoFundMes out there.
fill those coffers.
Yeah. And Donald Trump hosted a $100,000 per person fundraiser
Yep, I
at
remember that.
Bedminster. That
I
was
remember
5 months
that.
ago.
Yep, I remember that.
He never gave Giuliani any money out of that. He has less than $1 million himself.
These dirty motherfuckers. Bullshit.
That's what it says.
How much does all his GoFundMe's have in them?
It didn't say, but
Oh,
it
you
says
can't
that
see
it says that he has less than $1 million himself based on his bankruptcy filing.
Yeah. And I don't want to see any more fucking headlines buried on the 16th and the 13th and the 12th fucking page about fucking Russians. It should be the Kremlin infiltrates the Republicans in Congress on page 1 of every fucking newspaper across the fucking country. This is a huge fucking story. This is I don't even know. This is so big. This is the biggest crime in American fucking history we have ever witnessed. Ever.
Violated!
Scam of the decade. Scam fucking
Taking
Betrayal.
land from the Native Americans, I think, was a little bigger. but-
treason.
Yeah. Still big.
It's huge.
Yeah. Huge. Huge.
And because it's not just Trump, it's the entire fucking MAGA Republican Party. And anybody who's not MAGA is getting out. They're not running again, or
That's
they've already
interesting.
retired.
Yeah, the old boys club where they actually know how to
Not
run
even
government.
the old boys club. Fucking, what's that guy's name? Ryan.
I'm calling it the old boys club. The
Ryan-
ones who actually know how to govern. The ones who actually know what they're doing. The ones who aren't bartenders getting taken in. Sorry, AOC. They're not just, owning gun shops and getting elected. We're talking about people who are actually attorneys, people who are actual politicians before, people who actually know how politics works, people who know how the government works, people who know how the finances and all the paperwork works.
Yeah.
not the Kristana Carmanos out there who are the nutbags who are going to take down the GOP from the inside on themselves, by themselves. Those are the people that they really relied on to run the government while they were doing the crazy. Everybody that was running the government, the Mitt Romneys and all the other moderates, they're gone.
Yeah.
They're leaving.
Yeah.
They're jumping ship. Why? They're leaving it for the crazies. Mark my words, there's going to be another political party that's going to spin off from the GOP. It's going to make me very happy because that means the Democrats are just going to win for a decade or two, which makes me more than happy. But they have splintered the party themselves.
Yeah.
They've done this to themselves. Look at the Michigan GOP. For those of you who don't know,
How many
Kristana
off-ramps
Carmano.
have you had? When he called, the first time he came down the escalator and he called Mexicans rapists and fucking
I'm
murderers.
sure there are some good ones,
Okay,
yeah.
how about
You coulda run.
Charlottesville? How about grab 'em by the pussy? How about bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom? I can name 1,000 off-ramps.
At some point, they
The bar
decided it
has
doesn't
been-
matter what he does, we're sticking with him because they've gone that
The
deep.
bar has been lowered so... You've gone down
You're telling
far
me-
down the fucking rabbit hole with this asshole.
I've been believing this
It's too
for
late
this
to get
long,
out.
And now, when I get to the top level of Scientology, now after 9 years, you're telling me that it's all space aliens? That's what Scientology is about? Now I'm too embarrassed to back out of it. That's why people stick with Scientology.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as any cult. By the
Too
time you get to
embarrassed.
the top, you get too
I'm
embarrassed
too
and you're too deep
embarrassed
and
to
you're too embedded.
I'm too embarrassed to admit I was wrong.
Never go
Just
full retard.
embarrassed. Just embarrassed that I bought it, and then I'm backing this guy. Or
Embarrassed you back QAnon
Or it's the
and
flip
Donald
side.
Trump and any fucking
Or
Republican.
they're the flip side.
and-
They're the people who said, if I'm not pissing somebody off, I'm not doing my job. Those kind of people,
Yeah.
those are assholes. And assholes are out there
Wait
all
until
over
all
the place.
these
They're
Republicans'
the ones who love
daughters
Trump
get
'cause he
fucking
shits all over everybody.
raped and fucking impregnated in the fucking South. They won't be fucking
They're just voting for him
MAGA now.
because it's all like WWE voting. They're just, if you're a wrestling fan, you're probably into MAGA. That's how it
GOP
goes.
MAGA is so low. Nikki Haley is an upgrade. Hell sure. Russian
No, not
GOPers
really.
have got to be pulled out by the roots. Gen X George, I agree. Yeah, Paul Ryan. Yeah, that's the guy's name, and I was thinking of Seven Dust. Paul Ryan. That guy
Came
is
back
like,
to be speaker. Yeah.
yeah, and he's a young guy. He could be in fucking politics.
He was, and when he was Speaker of the House, he came in to take that role because no one else wanted to take it. He wasn't able to.
Name a Republican who wants to be in that fucking position.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, because you can't do anything because with
He
the
wasn't-
Kremlin caucus,
Yeah,
the
he wasn't a rep. He
Kremlin
wasn't a
crew
a
of the
senator.
Republican
Yeah.
Party.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to use Malcolm Nance's words. Everybody here should be using Malcolm Nance's words. Call them the Russian Republican Party, the government of Putin. Call them, what did I just say?
Russian Republican Party.
And the one before that.
You didn't say one before that. You said that, and then you said the government of Putin.
And the one before that.
You didn't say 3. You said 2.
Damn it. One before that.
You did not.
I did.
When you watch this back, you're going to
The
be laughing
party
right
of
now.
Putin. I don't
Okay,
care.
yeah, party
I
of
don't
Putin,
care.
yeah.
Keep pushing it. And he was saying, you know how Donald Trump is saying Russia, Russia, Russia? We should be saying that about them.
Russia,
We
Russia,
should
Russia.
call them the Kremlin crew. Or, Moscow Mike Johnson. Moscow Mitch.
They submitted paperwork to
Russia
try to
Ron
start
Johnson.
removing Johnson now.
Every fucking
Which
time
is
you refer to
hilarious.
these motherfuckers, you refer to them like that.
I have a head of lettuce inside my fridge that, of course, I didn't buy to eat. Look at me. So this lettuce is sitting there, and I promised that this lettuce would last longer than Mike Johnson. The lettuce is still good. Mike Johnson is, they are voting on paperwork to vote him out right now. It is McDonald's lettuce, so it probably will never go bad. But
Well, he's totally funded by Russia, so I don't know why they would. Jojo from Jers. Boy, the Russia hoax folks sure do keep having a lot of connections with Russia, don't they? Every accusation is a confession. How many
Methinks
times?
thou dost protest.
How many times do Republicans have to conspire with Russia to steal an election before we start looking at them for treason? They are treasonous motherfuckers. Ooh, and
Paul Ryan is
quick
a dipstick.
side note. Quick side note.
I love the term dipstick. Thank you, Kevin.
Quick side note. A court has upheld the ruling that Lumpy Pillow has to pay $5 million to the expert who
Yes, he does.
who debunked him.
Prove me wrong. Here
He
you're wrong.
debunked
I'm
that
not
there was
paying you.
election fraud, and so this kind of
Kiss my
goes into
ass.
the whole fucking lie, the big fucking
Kiss my
lie.
ass.
Yeah, I said Hunter Biden has a massive defamation suit against
I really believe
Fox, Republicans in Congress, Trump, Giuliani, you name it.
that Mike Lindell is really our generation's Shakespeare from that entire court. Everything in that court was just from the Bard. I mean, we could just do, play after play all around. I was like, kiss Maya. You're a disgusting lawyer. All of them.
Put that in your book.
Lumpy Pillow.
Kiss my ass.
Which, by the way, I've been seeing ads for him, and every once in a while I'll go on to Zitter just to, fuck with Elon to see if he'll finally
You
ban
mean
me.
shitter?
Yeah. And I go over there, and, so I'll...
Shitter.
I'll call Shitter. I'll call the Shitter boss, an apartheid, psychopath who's a racist and everything. And while I'm over there, I'll see that Mike Lindell is got ads to try to sell more MyPillow. So I go on to his ad and I go into the feedback and I type, quote, verbatim, "They're lumpy, period. It's in the court record, period." And then send. Because I did not defame him. What I said was absolutely
Kiss my
true.
ass. Put
Yep.
that in your book.
Yeah, Wonder Mom on Twitch says they
Lumpy
sold their
pillows.
souls to the devil and he won't let them go. Yeah. By the way, Wonder Mom 72. What a great handle.
Wonder Mom 72, wow.
I know.
I don't even see Wonder Mom 72.
I
Where's
know.
Wonder Mom 72? Where are you seeing it?
It's on the Twitch stream.
Oh, on the Twitch. I can't see the Twitch stream. I can only see
Right.
Tony's thing on the YouTube stream. Sorry, Twitchers.
Okay, so Ali Osher wants to see the shoes, I think.
Yep, okay.
So, LOL, what about the golden sneakers? Yeah. Brian opened the show with this tonight, Ali Osher. He came
If
over
you-
with his old sneakers.
No, these aren't sneakers. These are my old cotton loafers. As you can see, they're used. They're gold on the front, and they're silver on the back
side.
because it needs to be better than what we've seen, right? So this
Yeah.
is frankincense and myrrh. This is peanut butter and jelly, right?
And now
this
we
is
need chocolate and, yeah.
chocolate and bananas. It's the whole thing. It's the bee's knees, isn't it? So what we're going to do, we only have one pair of this. These are used, of course. And I wore these over here for a year and a half. They are definitely used. And what we're going to do is we're going to sign the left ones, and then Di is going to do something really cool,
I'm
just
gonna-
scrawling HBL while
gonna
she's
jazz
stuck and
them up.
stoned on the right. And then for $3,999.99, they can be yours. They're a one of a kind. Look at that.
3,000, I thought it was 390.
No, $3,999.99 is what I've been saying since the beginning.
Better loafers than Trump's.
They are. And they're worn in for you. You
Already
don't have to stretch them out or
already
nothing.
broken in.
There's no bloody laces. Look at that shite. If you're as fucking lazy as I am, these are perfect for you because these were mine. Yeah? And look, gold. It's gold. And look,
And
chrome.
they're shiny.
It's chrome.
They're shiny.
Silver.
Oh, God, that's so hot.
So, yeah. These,
Yeah. Yeah, our Venmo's there.
I'm half huffing through this thing.
Oh, I bet they smell delicious. Oh, God, gross. I'm going to barf. Yeah, I'm not going to be hanging them in the basement along with our, Mr. Potato Head.
You will.
And
They are
our
a thing of
train
brilliance.
whistle that keeps Marjorie Taylor Greene away. And my pussy-ass bitch,
And confidential
hand-
folder.
Oh, the confidential folder. We have that.
And
we
now
have,
out on the
here's
driveway, you have the
Lego.
outline of two of my shoes where
Oh, you
half of them are
fucking
gold and half
asshole.
of them
Are you
silver.
for real?
Well, it's always, every time you see it, you're going to think of me, and that's going to be
Did you
great.
really fucking do that on my driveway? Oh,
You see?
fucking dick.
I'm pretty
You didn't
certain
do it on
it'll-
the fucking grass where you're going to wash away, you
I'm
fucktard.
coming from my job. I was in a hurry. It's for the bit. Come on. This is for the show. This is for the show. This is for the business we call show.
Oh, my God, I'm going
You
to...
see, there's some bad television.
I'm going to kill you. I can only imagine what
Tony's
Tony's going to do to you.
I did not.
Five
spray them in
Eggs
your
is going to have a
driveway.
fit. For fuck's sake, dude.
Did you really?
I'm not your giant friend. I'm not your buddy, yeah?
No, there aren't just two shoe marks outlined with gold and silver.
I'm so happy because
You're driving right on the blacktop. Just here we go.
oh god.
Oh, but they are good, high quality shoes, and they're worn in quite a bit. There's not much
You are
of any cushion left.
so in trouble. In trouble now, Mad Mac. Oh, yeah. You know, well, we bust each other's balls around here and we have a lot of fun. So if he did do that, though,
Oh, if
I can't
did.
imagine. You insignificant. How many times are going to hear about it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That would be a thing. You could, well, you could start having people, like, take pictures standing in it. But yes,
Yeah, negative.
those shoes, those cotton loafers, those cheap-ass cotton loafers could be yours for the low, low price of $3,999.99.
Okay.
Cash only. You arrange the shipment.
On that note, MTG owes $80,000 in fines for refusing to wear her mask on the house floor during COVID.
Yes. And there were two others that were part of that too, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
There were three. There were three of them that were. I think 3 or 4 of them were going after that. Gates may have been one of them too. I'm not sure, but God, he's got so much stuff coming after him for sleeping with a 17-year-old and making her have sex with others for money. It's like that should be illegal.
Yeah. And another side note. Betsy DeVos said Biden will stop at nothing to buy votes regarding the student debt relief. And then there's a headline, the next thing, and somebody said, "Is this you?" And it said, "It's possible my family has donated $200 million to the Republicans." So I give Betsy DeVos a big, giant HBL fuck you.
Yeah, and of course she was she was a secretary of education for a while, to try to push that private charter whole process through. And the whole thing with the private charter, for those of you who don't understand it, here's the basic concept. I live in a neighborhood where I don't want my children to mingle with your children at the park. So I'm going to take them to a really nice park downtown, but I want you to pay for my travel costs
And it
of
has to be
taking
a
them down
Christian,
there and my membership down there.
religious school.
Because I don't want my kids to mingle with you people.
In a public school, because
That's charter schools. Just replace park with school, and that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And she was all a big proponent of this. And when they asked her about certain funding for certain things and what about guns in school, and she said, well, some schools, there could be a bear. Seriously, that was her response. Look that up if you don't believe me.
I know. I absolutely
That is not
remember that.
satire
I
at all.
absolutely remember that.
Computer says no.
No, you look that up. He said that's real. You look it up, young man.
Betsy DeVos is still a
It's
thing.
not
Betsy
a
DeVos.
tumor.
Here's my Betsy DeVos.
The only reason why we
impersonation.
bring her up is because we're in Michigan, and that
At any
bitch
interview
owns
she did.
fucking Grand Rapids,
The
Michigan.
DeVosses, they own the majority of Michigan because of
Not the majority. They own Grand Rapids.
they're like probably the richest couple in next to Dan Gilbert. I think they're the second richest couple in Michigan as far as land ownership. I think they're number 2 as well. Gilbert's 1.
Man, I don't know who Gilbert is,
Dan
but
Gilbert.
I don't know who that is.
Dan Gilbert, Quicken Loans. He did the
Oh,
whole
the Quicken
campus
Loans
marshal
guy. All
and-
you had to
yeah,
say is
yeah,
the
yeah.
Quicken Loans guy, and I know exactly who the
yeah.
fuck you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he bought a lot of property downtown Detroit.
Uh-huh.
These people own Grand Rapids.
They did the same thing in Grand Rapids.
And they're,
Yeah, they're in charge.
Violated.
Yeah, and they were.
Tony can tell you how much he grew up there.
Yeah, what was it? Amway. They were the Amway group. Yeah.
Nobody can hear you, Tony.
Tony's nodding his head.
Tony's microphone is not on.
Yeah, it is.
Tony is our technician, so he is technically challenged.
I know, and he doesn't.
Do you suck dicks?
Are you asking?
Do you suck dicks?
Do you know the difference between a Big Mac and a blowjob, Tony? Because if not, I'm taking you to McDonald's. Hey, join us every Thursday for
owns
more of
my
this.
mortgage, apparently, and Dan Gilbert owns the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yes,
so you have the
he does.
same issue. We've got like mini oligarchs all over every state. We gotta stop these motherfuckers. We gotta make them pay their goddamn fair fucking share and fucking taxes. Hey, we could solve a lot of fucking problems if they actually fucking paid their fucking fair share.
Don't get me started. I've said this for years.
Louis DeJoy in the fucking post office still.
Everybody
fucking
pays
infuriates
20%.
me.
We will pay less than what we're paying. Billionaires will pay more than what they're paying. But guess what? If we all pay 20%, we don't have to do documentation. We don't have to do all this paperwork bullshit. We don't have to play the game of do I owe, do I not owe, do I go to jail if I get the wrong number in my figures? Because I didn't go to school to be an accountant. We don't have to deal with any of that shit. Plus, we would get all of the millionaires, billionaires, and the 1%ers to actually pay 20%. Bingo.
Boom.
Can you imagine what's going to fucking happen? The dome cities from fucking Logan's Run, we're all going to have fucking free food, free healthcare. Everything's going to work beautifully.
Boom.
Believe me.
So Alabama
None of us will
wants to
have to go
make
to
a law
carousel
that
ever.
frozen embryos are people. IVF is gone. What's next? Every sperm
IVF
is
is
sacred, and menstruation would be
IVF is only
illegal.
gone because it's considered murder now because they need to use several of them to make it work.
IVF, birth control, no fault divorce. They're going after as well.
Yep.
They're next thing you know, they're going to go after women's bank accounts. Same-sex marriage and interracial marriage. And what's next? My bank accounts and condoms? Really? Well, no, I'm wondering how far they want to fucking take this shit. And how about this one? Swallowing in Alabama has become cannibalism. No more BJs for you guys. Fuck off.
Well, technically,
they never think this shit through.
Wait a minute. Technically, blowjobs and anal sex are both considered sodomy. So they've been illegal in many states for a long time. What got me is that
fucking a little
Denny's
girl and an
in
animal
Alabama,
is not.
Yeah, Denny's in Alabama is no longer allowed to serve eggs for breakfast. Instead, they have to call them breakfast chicken because of the new laws. Because they don't want to get pulled up on anything about any of this shit. But the IVF, it takes 30 to 40 attempts to really get a valid hold on some of those. Sometimes it takes even more. So you're talking those doctors would then be facing 29 to 39 murder charges. Now,
How about she's pregnant, now you owe child support for the 9 months she's pregnant. How far do you insure? So now a woman is like a walking insurance fucking piece
if
of
I
paper.
donate sperm,
I
now
don't
my
even know.
sperm
Like, how far the
is
fuck
gonna-
does it go?
I'm going to have to pay for them
A freezer
in their
goes out.
storage.
A freezer goes out in Texas. Who's responsible? Because their infrastructure and their electrical grid is for shit.
Shit, yeah.
So
use the cheapest
you want to
structure
obstruct
possible.
people who want to have babies from having babies.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, they're nuts.
Absolutely. You can't have it this way. Diane, what about if you were a preemie? What was your date of conception? I don't fucking know. You're asking a fucking somebody who doesn't have a medical degree. Just like these assholes making fucking laws that they have no fucking clue about anything. They don't even know. Like,
gone crazy!
motherfuck, it's fucking infuriating.
You know what the
How about
problem
this?
with
The
your
only
vagina
reason
is?
you can freeze an
That's something
embryo
no man
without
should ever
dying
say.
is because it's not a human being.
Yes.
It's the only way you can freeze it is because it's
course.
not a human.
Yes.
You dumb
If an embryo
fucks.
is a human, then I commit mass murder daily every time I tug it. But seriously,
Right, but yeah.
under those laws,
Under those laws, every time a woman menstruates,
I
she's
am
committing
stolen.
murder. Every
yes.
time a woman menstruates,
Absolutely.
those eggs are gone.
Absolutely.
And what are you going to do?
Well,
You want to dig in my toilet?
you want them? Here you
Fucking
go.
assholes. You fucking
not a
assholes.
tumor.
You never fucking think this shit through. Just like
not.
your fucking collusion with Russians. You never think this fucking shit through.
Can you change you to they? Because I'm the one sitting across from you, and I've been agreeing with you this entire fucking
Well,
time.
I know you know where I'm coming from. And I'm fucking heated.
What again?
And
I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time.
I'm saying to Republicans out loud, you guys never fucking think this shit through.
Right. They don't. They don't. As a matter of fact, I'd say that just most adult males don't think any of that through. We don't think much of, any of the reproductive aspects until it comes up in conversations. Oh, yeah, you guys have to deal with a lot of different stuff. We don't have to deal with that.
Yeah,
That
until the
sucks for
tough
you."
conversation comes up and she calls you and she calls you and she calls you and finally you return a phone call and she's like, yeah, I'm pregnant. And then you're like, oh, fuck, what am I going to do?
I've never had to deal with that. You know why? I'm not a douchebag, and I'm not some dipshit who just fucking goes around knocking chicks up.
And
And
snip.
oh, well, yeah, that was after I got married. I mean, I'm not floating around like I'm pregnant in anybody, after I got married.
But you had a
after I got
vasectomy.
married, yeah, I had a vasectomy because it was
And
to
tell the
protect my
guys in
wife.
the audience that it wasn't that big of a deal.
Oh, it wasn't that big of a deal. No, as a matter of fact, I really played it up. I got 3 days, like, where I was just laying there going, oh, babe, it hurts so bad. And as soon as she was gone, I'm, like, eating popcorn and watching my movies, stuff like that. Yeah, it's just a
So
little
you
ice
even
pack for a bit.
played it up, and it was
course I
an
did.
ice pack.
Of course I did.
It was an ice pack.
I wasn't making her do
Son of a
stuff for
bitch.
me.
I know, but it was an ice pack. I want you to tell the guys in the audience to get a fucking vasectomy. It was like an ice
It's
pack
an
for a
ice
fucking
pack.
day.
That's all it is. And I'll tell you what, I'm the one person who was really terrified going into this type of thing because I have a whole it's a whole thing with me. I got a needle phobia, right? I got a fear of needles because when I was born, I had to have a bunch of blood transfusions. So for the first 3 years, I had like 15, 20 different transfusions to make me look as normal as I look today. So that's as good as they could get.
It's a trap.
But here's the deal. This doctor said to me, okay, well, so we're just going to make a small incision. We're going to do it right here in the office. And I said, and I'm going to be unconscious, yeah? And the doctor says, well, no, I'm just going to give you a local with this needle here, and we'll take care of it that. And I said, no, doc, you're misunderstanding me. I said, I'm going to be unconscious. So I'm a musician. I know people and all kinds of stuff. I can arrange to have a couple of big roadies like carry my unconscious body in here, and then you can do whatever the fuck you want with it, and they'll carry me home. Okay, we'll do it in an ambulatory center. Okay, so if you have a fear of needles or if you're worried that it might hurt or anything like that, just tell them that you have a fear of needles. Go to an ambulatory center. They'll do it they'll put you under. They'll do it. You'll wake up. It's done. You'll go home, watch some movies. That's
With an
it.
ice pack for a day.
That's it. And here's the fun part. After 30 days, you have to start working things through to make certain everything's working. So they tell you it's time to get to business.
Okay, TMI.
So we had
I
this.
think they get it.
We had a contract and a schedule on the wall, and I had these days circled.
Oh, Jesus.
I put
I didn't have any of
lube
that, but
on
seriously,
and
yeah.
got him on his
Yeah,
feet.
it was very very easy going. It was very
Tony's
easy
drop.
going, and it worked. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Tony was just nonstop.
Michael Jackson and shit. Oh, Jesus. I guess we need a little couple moments to fucking giggle around here because
Of
this
course
shit
you
gets
do.
goddamn too serious.
Yeah, and at that point I looked at my wife and I said, yeah, now that it's done, it's like, like a beer. It's less filling, tastes great.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Oh.
Stop making
I'm sorry to everyone out there, but
Oh,
I just
God.
broke Diane for the rest of the show.
I'm gonna barf.
If you'd like to donate for more jokes like that,
While breaking out the adult entertainment. Oh,
Click.
wow, my God.
click on the link to go ahead and give us some cash. And if you want those cotton loafers,
I don't know if they want to after this, dude.
$3,999.99. One of a kind, and they are yours. We make this one sale. We finance this show for a year.
Fucktard.
Believe me.
No, we do. We could finance the show for a little bit longer.
We could. You could get together with your friends and buy them. It's an investment.
It's
a
$20
one of
a
a
month
kind.
on Twitch to do it now.
It really is the bee's knees if you think about it. It's got 2 colors, not just the one. Yeah, we're
Oh
better.
my God! I know.
than
Quit
all the
selling
rest of
your
them.
fucking stinky shoes.
They're
And
not
we're not
that
hanging
stinky.
them up in my fucking basement.
I never asked to hang them up. I asked to sell them to anyone online for $3,999.99.
Nobody's going to buy your stinky shoes.
They're going to buy them. This is going to work.
Now you're an asshole.
This is going
You
to
got
fucking
that?
work. You
You're
have
an
to work
asshole.
with me on this.
Oh my God!
Now you're an asshole. You got that?
They
you're
want-
an
they
asshole.
want-
And
we
coming
see-
up, HBL,
They live, we sleep.
Eau de Toilette.
Oh yeah.
It's Eau de Toilette because this is
Yeah.
the second time this Bud Light's been in my hand.
Do a little.
Repeat
We're
offender.
gonna put beer in a pretty perfume bottle and call it HBL Radio Nation, dedicating saving our democracy and fighting against fascism and the G.Q.P.
Life.
You're folks.
Ocean. Focus. HBL. Petty.
0.0.
That was good.
It was.
We
where are the white women
we
at?
have our fragrance commercial. I'm on a beach. I got a shirt
Tony,
that's
put a
wide
beach-
open.
Put a beach behind him.
I got my big beer belly hanging
This
out
is-
with just a wide open shirt. HBL. Petty.
And with John Depp, with
Can we get
not
Johnny
John
Depp?
Johnny Depp on
Can we
your
get
face.
Johnny Depp playing guitar
Johnny
in the
Depp
background?
on your face.
Can Johnny Depp
If a place you
hit
don't
2
succeed,
guitar notes in the
keep on fucking
background
till you
and
do
we'll-
succeed.
everyone will think he plays guitar? It'll be great.
If a place you don't succeed, keep on sucking till you do succeed.
Dude, with that many fucking rings on, you're going to form a fucking chord?
Brandon
No, I
Wood
don't
said,
think so.
"Clip that."
Computer says no.
That one's a take. That one's a take. One and done, mate.
One
That's how
and
you
done.
do it. One
Oh
and
my
done.
God.
Jays, I swept on the fucking cross you did. I got teary-eyed over that one.
I know. My eyes are watering.
HBL Radio Nation, your
I know. Like and
focus,
subscribe,
please.
you
Like,
guys.
subscribe,
You
bring
know,
other people
we
here.
need some.
And tell them that we have shoes for sale. I mean, it's 2 shoes, right? So it's 1 pair, but you don't have to tell them we have pairs of shoes because that would be lying. Tell them we have shoes for sale and tell them that they're beautiful, they're chromed out, they're gold,
Savage
they're
tank down. 7 dozen Savage tank down.
both.
That's actually the name of it. It's Savage.
Brian Uday. HBL. Petty.
Oh my God.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Yeah, the government
Sometimes
of Putin, Cosmic
I
Rose.
think-
That's what we were going for.
Life doesn't know, but sometimes HBL. Petty.
Oh my God. All right.
Oh,
I got a last few things to read, and then we can, like, you
Order my
know.
cock.
How about there was over 220 secret contacts with Russians by 27 Trump associates
How many were named
described
after
in the
vodkas?
Mueller report. And if people had actually read the Mueller report instead of
They can't.
taking the media's word for it, you would have known there was so much Russian collusion that, can I say collusion, that it couldn't be investigated all before Bill Barr killed the investigation and started working with Russian assets himself. Russia ties
Sorry, that was
behind
right in the mic.
Biden's impeachment came from Russia. GOP attacks against Hunter came from Russia. GOP smears of Hillary Clinton came from Russia. Trump funding came from Russia. NRA funding came from Russia. How many times do we have to tell you the GOP is the government of Putin and the Kremlin?
Have you seen anything about the NRA
Ooh, I love
corruption
this one.
trials?
I never read this one. But how about Trump stands for TRUMP, right? Traitorous Republicans under Moscow's Putin.
It's incredible. Didn't you know that? I just know that. You
I
can't spell
love it.
Trump without traitors, Republicans.
I know. I love it. I thought it was great.
I just thought of this.
I thought it was
This
great.
is why I'm a genius with a J.
And how about this? The Republicans have 72 hours after they come back from their fucking 2-week vacation when they could have voted for
Why was air
Ukraine
quotes around
aid.
fucking there?
Well, because they went on a fucking vacation.
Fucking vacation then, yeah. Okay,
Yeah, I'm sorry, I
gotcha.
did the wrong
You
the
did
word.
fucking I'm like,
Okay.
Why is fucking getting quoted?
Their fucking vacation because they didn't want to fund Ukraine and they knew the fucking bill would pass, and that's why Moscow Micro Johnson said, "Oh, we're gonna go on vacation for 2 weeks."
Let's just call him Misco Johnson.
No, Moscow.
Like
Moscow.
Micro Moscow Johnson.
Just call him
Misco
Moscow.
Johnson.
Moscow Johnson. How about that?
I'm just trying.
I know.
things.
Well,
I'm spitballing here.
the Republican Party wants to shut down the government, so you'll overlook the fact that they were working with the Russian
Putin posse.
intelligence. Now I see why Republicans wanted
Hello, Benny Loco.
Micro Johnson as speaker so badly. He was owned by Russia. Alexander Smirnov is a Kremlin asset. He's a flight risk, and he was just let go out on bail by the judge who appointed by Donald Trump. How many intel and legal findings and counter-espionage cases before people are willing to accept that the entire mega movement is a Russian intel op? No, it's not Trump derangement syndrome or the Russia hoax. It's the facts. It's Russian facts, and there's plenty of them. There's a mountain of them.
This was there before
Same
Trump.
Republicans who blocked aid for Ukraine and defended Trump's to refuse to impeach Trump also suggested that Ukraine was behind the Russian interference in 2016. If we could all put those like little tiny pieces together. And then, Peter Strzok in 2016 said Trump is compromised by Russia. And then the whole lovers, Peter Strzok and Lisa Page, the lovers, he would go out and spew. Come on. It's like, wake the fuck up. The Republicans are absolutely owned by Russians. It's proven fact. We thought it. We kind of knew it. There was hinting at it. We never got the full unredacted Mueller report. I bet you're going to see the same fucking names in the fucking Mueller report
If we
that are
ever
the
see
same
it.
fucking Republicans who are trying to fucking defend Trump and trying to impeach Biden and all of the above.
If we ever see it.
Espionage, sabotage, treason, traitors, Russian spies, Russian compromise, Russian money.
It goes to show how competent the Russians are and how incompetent the GOP is and always has been. They're buying it hook, line, and sinker. Have you heard any of the GOP talk against Putin's posse.
You know what I hear? MTG going, Ukraine's already lost this war. They might as well give up.
I haven't seen Putin murder anybody.
No, while people are fucking flying out of windows and
Yeah.
Navalny's going for a walk in the Arctic fucking Circle, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Why did anybody bring that up? They're talking about Navalny's death. He went for a walk in the Arctic Circle in February.
If it's Navalny that they're talking about, he's also in a high priority prison.
One of the worst prisons in Russia ever.
He wanted to take a walk, so you just let him go. The Gulag is going to let you just walk outside the perimeter. Why is there a fucking perimeter then?
You don't need one.
Sense.
It's like what do you call
no sense.
What's the thing in San Francisco? The one that's on the rock.
Alcatraz.
Alcatraz.
Really? People escaped Alcatraz.
Well,
so
I know
they
that.
did need it.
I know that. But when you put people, okay, it could have been a calmer sea that day in the harbor of San Francisco. That made no difference. You could still hear it. It was disgusting.
Sorry.
Do you want a fucking Kleenex?
No.
Jesus.
No, this is all from my sinuses and my allergies. Yeah. Sorry.
So people have escaped. You can't escape this prison because there's nowhere to go. Mm-hmm. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles in any direction. And the freezing cold temperatures will take you eventually.
But you can't tell me
That's
that they
why
don't have guards.
That's why, well, I know, honey. But that's why Russia...
And they just let them
That's
take
why
a
Russia
walk.
wants Ukraine so bad. Because Ukraine has land, wheat fields, where you can actually grow shit. See, most of Russia is inhabitable. Barren. And frozen land.
This is what Nicholas ran into, right? The last Tsar of Russia, Nicholas Romanov. So the Romanovs ran into this when they couldn't feed people, and it was they were living decadently, as the Tsars always had, and the people were revolting because they were starving. They had nothing. The only food they had for all of Russia was from the Ukrainian region. This is before the USSR and before Ukraine was able to separate.
Ukraine feeds Europe and
Ukraine feeds
Africa,
part of Europe and all of Russia.
In Africa, they send food to
Parts
Africa.
of Africa, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so that's why Putin wants Ukraine so fucking bad. It's not because there's Nazis to cover the place.
It's because he wants to eat for cheaper.
It's a land
he wants to feed
grab.
his people so
It's
that
a
he can
land
have a bigger
grab,
population.
a power grab, and Putin
He
should
wants to
be
grow
over.
his tribe.
As in Benny Loco's, I see her in the chat. Benny Loco is like, I want Putin to turn into pink mist.
Yes.
I don't think that needs any more explanation than what I'm intending, but I don't want to say anything else.
I prefer the black and white ones where the entire building just turns into a white puffball.
Okay.
Because I think white puffballs are fun and really are talking about like peace
white
and love.
Puffballs
white
around
puffballs
Russians
where a building once was
are really
I think
great.
It's a wonderful thing.
I know, they're really great.
Wonderful thing. They are my favorite flowers, and I'm really hoping on a bouquet this year.
I hope they have sunflower seeds in their pockets so they can grow fields and fields and fields of sunflower. I always love that story from the beginning of the almost 2 years.
So
is it already past the 2 years? 2 years that this war has been going on now?
Yes. Yeah, we passed it, yeah.
It's sickening. And I keep fucking with my microphone stand. Our fucking Republican Party needs to fuck off or get on board. If you are not on board with democracy, I hope Jack Smith has got every fucking thing on you, and he's got your text messages and all your fucking WhatsApp behind fucking scenes info. I swear. I hope this just implodes all around them. It's already imploding all around them.
I'm sorry.
And they absolutely deserve every bit of it.
The big bailout of all those moderates and all those, like, you know,
they mean the
old,
Republicans.
What I'm calling the old boys club, the ones who know how to actually run the government, the
Rhinos.
ones who are leaving.
Yeah.
The ones who are leaving right now. That is going to be such a big detriment to their entire party. That is going to be such a big detriment to everybody, because really what we needed them to focus on those people, because those people were still willing to reach across the aisle. They're still willing to do a bipartisan bill.
Yeah.
MTG, no bipartisan bill.
No compromise.
Gates, no compromise. No bipartisan bill.
Nope.
They wanted no part of the border bill, and they stopped the border bill eventually.
It's their way or the highway. They want...
And that's going to get nothing done for the American people.
They want Trump as dictator of a fucking America, and they want Handmaid's Tale. Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah.
And we should be saying that every day.
Yeah.
They want Trump as dictator and Handmaid's Tale.
So when I get my B&B going over in County Donegal, you're going to be cleaning the rooms, and the stable boy over there, well, he's going to be cleaning the shite, isn't he?
No.
Yeah, we're not going to be moving to Ireland.
You're welcome.
You're going to
welcome
fucking
to go over
bail.
There. I am.
You're going to be a pussy and fucking bail.
No, I'm going back to my heritage. I'm going back to my homeland.
Are you going to stay here and vote?
No, I'm going to denounce my citizenship when I move.
If Trump gets back in?
No, I'm just going to denounce my citizenship when I move. Period. It doesn't matter who's there.
So when are you going to move? Are you going to stay here long enough to vote in the fucking 24 election?
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to be here for another 9 years.
Oh, that's the plan.
Yeah.
And then you're going to bail.
Yeah, actually, within the next 3 years is when we're buying the B&B.
Okay.
And having my cousins run it until my wife hits retirement, and then we're off and going.
Okay.
Because I can do the voiceover stuff from anywhere. But this has
robot.
always been the plan, though.
Yeah.
This has been the plan that we've talked about a little bit here and there for a long time. But as soon as the gun violence really started taking off more and more, that's when we started getting more and more serious about it. And more, this country is just too dangerous. We have to leave. Did you know that the U.S. is on a do not travel list to most of the EU?
Yes.
Because of the gun violence here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because people like you voted for Jill Stein instead of fucking Hillary Clinton, and that's why she wasn't the president, and I will bring it up every time, and then you want to fucking bail.
Of course you are, because, you should have voted the way I voted, and if you didn't, then fuck you.
No, you believe that there was a fucking body count behind the Clintons. That's what you believed it.
I do.
Think I'm gonna
You
barf.
still do.
Yes.
I'd like to see the proof.
I don't think there's as big a body count as a lot of people think, but I think there's a
How
body count
about
there.
Trump's body count?
Oh, yeah, huge.
Okay.
Gargantuan. I'm not saying they're worse than Trump. Nowhere near. I never did. But I can't vote for Hillary, and I can't vote for Trump. I'm definitely voting for Biden when he's going. And realistically, like I said before, in the last election, I didn't vote for Biden. I voted for Harris. And I'm still going to vote for Harris because I still support Kamala Harris that much. I really think that she's got my vote 100%. Biden is the one who's getting a lot of things done, but Harris, I think, is doing so much behind the scenes, and I think Harris is the one. If people are worried about Biden being old, okay, fine. Vote for him anyway. Let him die if he's going to die, or let him retire.
That's why the right
And
keeps
Harris-
pushing he's too
then
old
Harris moves up.
story.
Then
is
Harris
because
moves
it's really a dog whistle because they don't want Harris.
Oh, yeah.
Our black female
black
fucking
woman?
president. Are you kidding?
Bring it. Now you got somebody.
Now you got the white nationalists.
Not
and
a black woman. A black woman attorney.
Yes.
No.
They're
Not even that.
terrified
Not even
of
that.
her.
A successful
They're
black
terrified
woman
of her.
attorney.
The white supremacists in this country are terrified of her. That's why it's a dog whistle. That's why they're like, Biden should quit and Gavin Newsom from California should come in because it's just another white guy. No, guess what? It's too late, motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
You can't run for president in 2024 anymore. It's Biden or Trump.
If Biden shits himself on stage and forgets who the fuck he is, I'm still voting for Biden because
Yep.
I'm really voting for Harris. But I'm voting for the Biden administration as a whole because the people that he put
Oh
together
my God, he fucking
got
he's done
shit done.
so much. It's been so great for our fucking country. It's unbelievable.
They got shit done. It's the Biden administration
Infrastructure
getting it done.
bill, the PACT Act.
All right, it's past.
So much of it.
Yeah, it's past 7. Everybody can suck it.
Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
Hey, careful. There's a beverage here, man. And this beverage is also Editoile.
Now, I want to
HBLRN.
really thank all those who are here. Cosmic Rose, Wonder Mom, Gen X George, and we got Adam Westish, Mark P, Rose Blake,
Thank you,
Brandon
everybody.
Woods, Benny Loco. Benny Loco and I do shows now
Yes, they
every
do.
Saturday.
On Saturdays.
After Hal at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And
While
we're
I'm
gonna
off
be doing
chasing squatches and ghosts, they're off talking more about this and keeping you on track.
Adam Westish, Kevin Anderson, and
Steve, by the way.
Wizzy Buff.
By the way, Steve, there you go.
Elizabeth Wizzy Buff. Love you, baby. Love you guys so much for coming and hanging out with us.
Thank you, everyone, for listening.
Seven Dust and Kalahella. And, oh my God, shout out to all you guys.
Come on. Come on,
It's
one
so
more.
awesome. Zunny.
You know you want them.
Hey, Zunny. Lisa Phillips, thank you. John from Vegas in the house.
You want these. You know you do. Yes, they're used. They're not even lightly used. They're really used. So
Spike in our.
look at that. That is some craftsmanship that I spent at least 4.5 minutes
Paul
on.
Benzinski. I just really thank you guys so much. Please, smash that like button, like and subscribe, share the show,
Drop them likes.
and come tune in on Saturday when the Benny and Diane show happens, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time
2 p.m.
on
Saturdays. Listen to
YouTube
Benny
and
Di.
on Twitch.
And on Thursdays, it's going to be me and Di and the shoes.
Yep. There you go, Mark P. on
Benny,
Twitch,
I'm just saying,
dropping
the
it.
flag's been thrown. Like the glove has been dropped. And I'm thinking that since I got the shoes, maybe you guys need to chrome out some gloves. Sell those, right? Gloves and shoes. 2 different shows. Could all come together. Come on. It's peanut butter and chocolate. Come on.
Where's the crickets?
Bloody hell. I'm trying to make things happen.
We're HBL Radio Nation. My name is Diane Russell.
Oh, bloody hell. I guess I'm Brian P. Gallagher.
And we just want to say thank you so much for tuning in.
Enjoy.
Peace out. We'll see you next week.
Join
thank
us
you so
next
much.
week. See you, my
Thank you, guys.
Stepping out of bitchin' cars, couldn't reach the other way to burn, so yeah. Stepping out of bitchin' cars, have a motor with a dual quad. Stepping out of bitchin' cars, racing to the top of the spot, oh no. Oh no. I don't care where she's always in my hair. Don't ask me why. She probably start to cry. Oh yeah.
Yes, we do drive Chryslers.
Sipping down a bitchin' cars, race the other way to Mars. Oh no, 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 no. Stepping down a bitchin' cars, they're gonna put me behind the bars. Oh no. Stepping out of bitchin' cars, and the motor with a dual quad. I don't care what she's always in my hair. Don't ask me why, she probably start to cry. No, no.
We are trailing a long-haired Caucasian in a 1970 Dodge Super B. We are in pursuit right now. He's getting away from us. We lost him. License plate registered to a William Guard Gaffney. Hey, isn't that guitar guy? One time I heard him play Believer by Ozzy. It was sweet.
Stepping out of bitchin' cars, racing to the top of spots, oh no. Stepping out of bitchin' cars, gonna race you on the way to miles, oh no, no. Got everyone to do it. Stepping out of bitchin' cars, and motor into a quad. I don't care, cause she's always in my hand. Don't ask me why, she will start to cry. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Stepping out of bitchin' cars, gonna race you on the way to burn, so yeah. Stepping out of bitchin' cars, have a motor with a dual quad. Stepping out of bitchin' cars, racing to the top of spot, oh no. Oh no. I don't care where she's always in my head. Don't ask me why. You probably start to cry, oh yeah.
Yes, we do drive Chryslers.
Stepping out of bitchin' cars, race the other way to Mars, oh no, 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 no. Stepping out of bitchin' cars, they're gonna put me behind the bars, oh no. Stepping out of bitchin' cars, have a motor with a dual quad. I don't care what she's always in my hair. Don't ask me why, she'll probably start to cry, no, no.
We are trailing a long-haired Caucasian in a 1970 Dodge Super B. We are in pursuit right now. He's getting away from us. We lost him. License plate registered to a William Guard Gaffney. Hey, isn't that guitar guy? One time I heard him play Believer by Ozzy. It was sweet.
Stepping out of bitchin' cars, racing to the top of spots, oh no. Stepping out of bitchin' cars, gonna race you on the way to miles, oh no, no. Got everyone to do it. Stepping out of bitchin' cars, and motor into a quad. I don't care, cause she's always in my hand. Don't ask me why, she will start to